You guys see Devin Haney's fight against Jorge Linares? What did you guys think of the fight? Did you see that 10th round, what happened to Devin Haney? Did you see the scorecards? Drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me see what you guys thought about Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares. If you want to hit me up on social media, hit me up at KO Boxing Vibe 1 on Twitter, official KO Boxing Vibe on Instagram. If you want to see more stuff, you want to see more content, you want to see stuff more rapidly, hit my PayPal link in the description and drop some for the channel. Also, drop your comments and share this video. So Devin Haney beat Jorge Linares by unanimous decision, 116, 112, 116, 112, and 115, 113 to retain his WBC lightweight title after, like I said, recovering from if you guys saw the fight, you know what I'm talking about. His legs were gone. Big right hand from Jorge Linares. What happened? As the fight went from round 1, Devin Haney kind of came out of the gates, and for me, Jorge Linares looked a bit stiff. He looked like he wasn't really letting his hands go as much as I wanted him to. And Devin Haney looked very quick with his jab, looked pretty quick. He was kind of, keeping his distance from the outside. And coming inside and land. He was over and over again, he was trying to land that left uppercut from long range. But for the whole, in the early going, I believe he was, picking up the rounds, using his jab, using his hand speed, and there was a ridiculous amount of holding going on, which made it difficult for Jorge Linares to get going with his work. But as the fight went on to a couple rounds, like around the mid rounds, Devin Haney, it's like he kind of ditched his game plan and kind of switched. I want to go into a slugfest and show that I can knock out Jorge Linares. For me, that's when Devin Haney started to get a bit exposed, started to take some shots, started to get clipped, started to take some shots from Jorge Linares, and the fight pretty much panned out like that from the round 1 to the round 10, where he was trying to sit on the outside. Devin Haney was sitting on the outside, using his jab, trying to hit Jorge Linares to the body, hit him with some combination, consistently using his jab, trying to throw right hands as well, which a lot of his shots did land. But as I've previously said before, Devin Haney ain't got no power, man. This kid, he ain't got no power. Man land shots, they don't ever do anything. The only shot, they've been recycling that shot, that knockout I had on Moran. Go check out Devin Haney versus Moran. Just tap that out in YouTube, you'll see his knockout. They've been all the promotional, they're always recycling that knockout. And he was landing a good amount of shots. Now I'm talking about before up to round 10, landing a good amount of shots on. You could literally see Jorge Linares' face that he was taking shots, but Devin Haney ain't got power. It's as simple as that. He ain't got no power. Round 10 came about, towards the end of round 10, just before the bell, Jorge Linares opened up a couple shots. And I said before, Devin Haney was constantly trying to sit on the outside and wrap up every single time to stop Linares from doing his work. Couldn't do it then. Jorge Linares was able to land a big right hand clean on the button on Devin Haney's chin. His legs were... You guys have seen the fight. If you ain't seen the fight, I'm disappointed, man. If you've seen the fight, his legs were gone, bro. Jelly legs. His legs were gone. He tried to stay smiling, tried to style it out. I want to know what would have happened if there was more time left in that round, man, because Jorge Linares would have probably jumped on him, and it would be interesting to see what happened. But the fight went on round 9, round 11, round 12. Devin Haney, he pretty much tried to ride out those rounds, and then he was able to get a unanimous decision. So for me, it wasn't the most fantastic victory. This was supposed to be the fight where everyone gets to see the Devin Haney that Tank, Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez is meant to be afraid of, but we didn't see it. We saw someone that looks like if they fight any of the guys I mentioned, he'll end up he'll be in serious trouble. That round 10, if that was Devin Haney in that position, getting caught by right hand against Ryan Garcia with his hand speed, against Tank with his power, Teofimo Lopez with his power, I think it will be lights out for. I think Devin Haney will be put to sleep. In my opinion, he wasn't able to put away Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares he got stopped by Vasyl Lomachenko. He's been stopped. Go check his record. This guy has been stopped at various points. He's been stopped in the first round a couple times. You know, his legs has been... Listen, Devin Haney couldn't stop this guy. 35-year-old man. He's been in a couple wars. He's been stopped multiple times. You know, Jorge Linares has fought some decent names, and Devin Haney wasn't able to stop him. Devin Haney's gonna, you know, for me, Devin Haney just needs to, for future fights, he needs to stick to his boxing. Stop this. I'm trying to knock people. He ain't got the power to do it. There's no point. You're gonna leave yourself open to get it stopped. You're not Tank Teofimo that you know you got that equalizer. He hasn't got it. Speaking facts, Devin Haney hasn't got that equalizer like some of these other lightweights have, and he, you know. And a lot of people saying, "Oh, Devin Haney's got like the hand speed." You know, he's not got mad hand speed. What he's got is that his shots from long range look fast, but he hasn't got ridiculous close range hand speed like a Ryan Garcia. He's just not there. You know, he needs to. I think he sticking and moving and boxing. He looked good. He was doing all right, doing pretty well against Jorge Linares. But then when he tried to turn it into a slugfest to try and stop Jorge Linares, that's when he started to get a bit unstuck and started getting caught by shots that, you know, he wouldn't otherwise have got caught by. So, what did you guys make of this fight, man? Devin Haney, we're going to see what Eddie Hearn's going to do next for him. What other fights is he going to be in maybe this year? You know, because for me, I do not want to see this kind of performance against Tank from against Teofimo, especially Teofimo Lopez. You know, and people are going to say, "Oh, Teofimo Lopez, but Devin Haney will get outboxed Teofimo Lopez." Like, literally, Teofimo Lopez fought the guy that everybody was afraid of getting outboxed by, which was Lomachenko. Tracked him, followed him, didn't allow Lomachenko to do them angles that he's doing, and he could have stopped him. You know, in 12th round, he had him in serious trouble, you know. And if Devin Haney really needs to focus just on his boxing, focus on his strengths, and not trying to fall into scenarios where he's going to make it easier for himself to get tagged unnecessarily. Because if there was 1 minute left in the round and Devin Haney's legs were gone like that, maybe Jorge Linares could have stopped him, because in the next round, 11th round, his legs were still gone in the opening. You could see it's wobbling, and he's very lucky he wasn't in there with a fearsome puncher or someone who's more technically gifted by Jorge Linares, because it could have been good night. So look, I need to see better performances from Devin Haney. So we have to wait and see what happens, man. Drop your comments in the comment section below. What did you guys think about Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares? Points decision. The scorecard looked right. You know, I don't have a problem with the scorecard because he did dominate the rounds. Did Devin Haney, majority of them. Problem I had was that the power he's got is not enough. Maybe because he's 22, maybe he'll grow into his power. Maybe that's the thing as well. But, you know, if he's going to jump in there with people like Tank or Teofimo at the moment, I suggest sticking to the boxing rather than turn it into a slugfest, because he ain't got that equalizing power to match these guys. So drop your comments in the comment section below. Remember, if you want to support the channel, hit the PayPal link, drop something for the channel. If you want to see more stuff, also hit the link as well, drop something for the channel. Twitter, KO Boxing Vibe 1, Instagram, official KO Boxing Vibe. Make sure you guys share the video. Let's take this channel up together, man. Cool.